position. There was a lot on before the bounce, and it's exactly the same here. Here we go for the second time in a final. GWS and Sydney, second elimination final from the SCG.
Umpire Stevic bounces, lob up early. Sinclair did well, knocked it to space. Chance McVeigh, 14th season. He's been brilliant in all of them. To half forward he goes. Here's the youngster in McCartan, first final. Crashed into by Haynes. Bunteen got a bit of a task. The skipper Kennedy somehow shovels the ball out. Haynes quickly, hurriedly to the wing. Grundy couldn't quite. Himmelberg composed. There's the man, first kick. The gamble has been taken. He's played so little footy, but his body is right. And another one of the ins for the Giants in De Boer.
Move it on. Play
so
on.
Called to go now by the umpire. De Boer inside 50. High ball, Aaliyah suited to it. Gee, didn't bring it to ground necessarily. Lingy, the umpire, said okay.
Time back on.
I didn't think he had a heap of it either, Baz, but they've paid the mark. That's what he wants to do all game, Aaliyah. Just come off at the right time, long, high balls. We want to intercept Mark for the entire game. The Giants are going to have to make sure he's engaged.
A big couple of days it's been for the Jones family. 6 finals for Zach, 3 for Nathan. Massive Hanbury, slow and well. Williams back in the team and exerts his influence straight away.
Well, that's big for Williams for his own confidence, but also for Dan Hanbury. Just not being prepared to back his running power there and break into some space. Hesitated, got caught. Aaliyah involved again, though. They can't just keep going long and allowing Aaliyah to position himself there.
Lockie Whitfield startled on the wing, boys, and Harry Cunningham's got the match up there. Means Zach Williams is on that half-back line.
Plenty of instruction out on the ground. Lob beaten to it by Sinclair. Parker
Got 15, play on.
heard the umpire bravely. Callan Ward, Cameron Ling said he'd be doing that all day. He's been doing it all of his career. Lob quickly just worked it back in. Perryman by hand. Williams hurriedly forward. The boundary line has the win for Williams. He ruptured his Achilles in January, had the operation, played those 2 knee-full games. And now this is final number 6. Played all 5 for the Giants in the 2 years prior. 3rd final series in a row for the GWS. Tough assignment. The Swans at the SCG. 7 finals here for the Swans. 6 of them wins. Adelaide, the only club that has beaten them here. That was in 98. Haynes, just outside 50, bullets the ball, and Aaliyah. What a wonderful inclusion he has been since returning. 2/3 of the way through the season. Big fly from Kennedy. Chance for Taranto, did well to Shield. Low ball, measures the kick, did well. Here's Kelly.
Aaliyah just tried to bite off too much there. It was another good intercept mark, but the kick was not onto Dan Hanbury. Put him in a terrible situation. Well defended by the Giants. Just hung it up far too much there, and then a bit of composure. This was important. Shield could have blazed away, had a shot. Instead he saw Kelly. Nice play.
So the 23-year-old in game 100 just pushes it across the face. Nervy start.
Goes to show that even Rolls-Royces get nervous.
They splutter every now and again.
So Sinclair with the kicking in duties. There's his view down the ground. Umpires today, Margett, Stevic and Williamson. Parker back in the team. What a great pair of hands he's got. Not a huge man, but his hands so safe. Lloyd quickly into the middle of the ground. Buddy cleanly. First time McVeigh's on. It's a bit of a floater, just hung in the air a little. Now McVeigh goes. He goes low and flat, and look at that. Hanbury on the end of it, on his chest in front of Shield.
Well, a couple of times now we've seen Sydney be prepared to be brave with the ball. Just highlighted Aaliyah probably biting off too much before, but this time it worked perfectly. Took the corridor on, quick ball movement, and Hanbury worked hard to get forward. Great to see. When he's at his best, Dan Hanbury, he's that real hard gut running, covering the ground, and it's important for him.
He's kicked 95 goals in his career, Dan Hanbury. Only 1 this season. So much talk about where he will or won't be next season. Well, it's offline. Started to the left and just hung out there. So first score of this game goes the Sydney Swans way behind.
So Hanbury's second score of the year, 1-1 now. And in finals, 5 goals, 12. Davis to Williams, a fumble, but time. Rare luxury. Perryman Will it give back? That was from Kelly to Williams, and through the middle they go. Sliding, did well. Himmelberg, Whitfield, the beautiful runner, deep inside 50. Here's a chance for Green. Brilliant use of the body. Runs to about 5, and wow. Ran into all sorts of problems.
The handball was on there too in the goal square. Easy saying that from up here though. It's a hot ball early. Has Zach Williams actually missed any footy?
No.
It looks like he's played all year.
Has not missed a beat, has he? Hanbury started bravely. Kicks down the line. Well done by Lobb. Got up in front of Sinclair and applied a bit of pressure. And now the wrestle goes on.
Boys, get ready for the ruck, please. Throw it in. Rory, Callum.
Well, Lingy, we shouldn't be too surprised. We know Rory Lobb's aggression has been questioned, and whether he's up for the big moments in the middle, in the big contests. Started okay here. Here's Dylan Shield. Aaliyah going back with courage. Marks on his chest.
It's going to be a problem all day long if they just keep bombing it away. Aaliyah will do whatever he wants.
Third intercept marked already. To the big show. Here's Buddy, a little fumble. Tries to push Davis off and then gets boot to ball. Foot races on. Whitfield gets there first. Does the 360. Handball away and Langdon crashed into. The tackle was from Hanbury. McVeigh's got a couple of giants to beat. Whitfield didn't have time. Taken high. Welcome to finals football. Welcome to a Sydney derby. So Whitfield hasn't missed a game or a beat since coming back from suspension. Jones crashes it back to where it came. Whitfield, second bite. Bunteen, first final. One of the inaugural giants, and then over the top he goes. Hopper.
Play on.
Cunningham did well there, really clever, understood what the sense of the game was at the time, and Jones now capitalises, goes down in the Buddy direction. Bunteen drifted across, and that takes some courage to do that. Held the mark as well, short to Cornelio.
When you know you've got a 200 centimetre, 107 kilo bloke coming at you at full tilt, that is brave.
Taking your life into your own hands, aren't you? That's for sure.
Watching.
Sam Reid quickly. They're moving the ball well. The Giants. Aaliyah though again. Well, what a start that is. 4 marks.
Well, the best laid plans are not working right now, so they've got to adjust straight away. Don't wait another 5 minutes. Get a different matchup for Aaliyah.
So Cunningham got it out quickly, went looking for McCartan. It ends up with Tomlinson. Long ball back down towards the square. Terrific mark from the experienced defender. He wraps those up, Heath Grundy.
So now it's got to be the right player who just draws Aaliyah at the right time and makes sure that they're only leading to clever parts of the ground, making sure they time their leads right so Aaliyah can't just keep drifting off.
Little give from Hopper to Kelly. Rubs the ball forward, rolls it along the ground. Cameron had a bit to deal with. Florent pulled off the football. Taranto boot to ball, ends up with Kennedy. Then to Ronk. Now Hewitt. Through traffic. Ball into the hands of Parker, one of the 2 big ends. The best and fairest and runner-up from last year come in. Sure, John Longmire breathed a sigh of relief when he got the all clear for both. To the outer side. Chance for Newman. On his preferred side, his left. Beautiful ball. Now to Robinson, first final.
About 80 from home. Haim goes quickly in the Buddy direction. Crowd gets excited. Buddy almost. And then Davis. Well, that is going to be deliberate. No, it's not. Well, Buddy can't believe it. It's a fierce marking contest. Fair there. Then just kicked towards the boundary. I think that's deliberate, isn't it?
Oh, it is, Baz.
Here's Hewitt, just rolls the ball along the ground. Kennedy keeps it alive. It was fisted away by McCartan. Papley gathers. Papley into the post. 2 points plays 1 point.
There might be a caveat, Lingy, if it's Buddy who's putting the pressure on for Davis. It's Buddy. Fair enough. Do whatever you can.
Play on.
And Whitfield does. Hayward got a hand to it. Chance for Jack now off the ground. In dangerous hands, Rock. In his first final, looking at the game's first goal.
Sydney, you got the footy. Hey, boy, Sydney. Tom, you got the footy, Tom. Why get involved? You got the footy. Hey, I'm talking to you.
That is good advice. Your team's about to have a set shot at goal. Just do not even risk getting this one turned over. Gee, a couple of important little smothers early on for the Swans. Little things, but they're doing them well.
First final, first goal goes to Ben Ronk. Swans up by 7. Been dreaming about this moment a long time. I'll get to play AFL football. He gets his chance. Made a good fist of it. And in his first final, quick ball comes his way. Straight through the middle. Swans extend the margin. And Buddy Franklin takes a breather.
Swans get the first goal, but a lot of the headaches are happening up the other end of the ground. Alir playing a superb role. 4 intercept marks already. The Giants have got to adjust up where their starting points are as a forward line, and also what their ball use is going inside 50.
First goal for the game for Ben Ronk. 24 goals for the season, 11 of them coming in first quarters. Tomlinson got it from Kelly. Where's the GWS reply? Alir again. This time not the mark. He realised as soon as he got his hand to it, should have had the other one up there as well.
Well, it would have been another one, and it's just not working at all. Each time the Giants player is starting with him, Alir's almost letting him go and just coming off him straight away. Knows there is enough pressure up the ground. Needs to be adjusted.
Lob, Sinclair, Parker quickly kicks it out of the pack. Haynes, Heaney there, happy to see the line.
Yeah, it was Delidio that last one. He was the one rounding up Alir, but then he led up into a poor position, and that's what allows Alir to then just come over and third man in.
And Bolts, you almost got to feel as the forward there that there's going to be that much pressure. There's a chance the player up the ground is just going to throw the ball on his boot. So don't lead. Just stay there and be able to compete and make it a one-on-one.
Just hold.
Lob did well, worked it over the top. Cornelio had no time, but got boot to ball, and it runs towards the boundary. Alir happy to see it over. Have a look at this tackle here.
Rory, Cal, 1 metre, guys.
All business today. Not an afternoon to take a backward step. Swans have got the first through Ronk. Lob, sleeves rolled up as always. Hanbury caught between a couple.
Holding the ball. GWS, let it go. Move out. I just thought you let it go. It was a prizer. I tried to get it out. On that line. Just here. I thought you let it go.
That's on with Dan Hanbury there. No prior opportunity. Ball comes free in the tackle.
He never really took it cleanly, and his arm was always behind and unable to get the handball away. So he's bemused. Cornelio has an opportunity. Cornelio, sensational season. And he's put it straight through, back to 1 point. I've got a read on this now. If it's silent, it's a GWS goal. So it's a very, very red and white crowd. Big crowds on Thursday and Friday night. A sellout in the West, and they're continuing to roll in here. Ronk gets the first for the Swans. Cornelio the first for the Giants.
The All-Australian Lachie Whitfield started this game well. 6 touches already. Harry Cunningham, the man, as Bolts told us earlier, was trying to do a job on him up on the wing because Zach Williams come back into the team, but already providing a lot of drive for the Giants.
Swans by a point. Great game. Nothing less than we expected. Green got his boot the ball somehow. Difficult kick. Well done. Red cleverly off half back by Rampy, who kicks now towards half forward. McCartan, interesting. He didn't lose his feet, but well played by Buntine. His handball for Cameron, who was taken high by Rampy.
Stay there. Move away, Josh.
Swans are really trying to block the corridor each time. You can see the forwards have slid up, just forcing it down the line.
Cameron just guides that one towards the wing, and Shields got it. He had no problem going forward. It's in here that it has been a problem. Aliir again with a big fist. Parker read it well. Dumped into the ground by Himmelberg. Dangerous now, Hopper. Deledio inside 50. Fisted away cleverly by Sinclair.
Parker's got an unbelievable awareness in the air. He was being tackled there somehow, just knew where everyone was, didn't get flustered.
Yeah, just the strength through the core, because it was a brilliant tackle by Himmelberg. A couple of important moments for Callum Sinclair too. Just a spoil, big tackle. That's what your ruckman's got to do.
Sinclair knocks it. Green sharks it. Kicks. Green. He's something else. The X Factor. Got the Giants second. They're in front.
They'll review it. I can only play what I hear.
They will have a look at this one, but he is something special, Toby Green.
What a finish with no space whatsoever.
Hey, Jake, I'm standing right here. Why would you risk doing that?
Just call somebody. Watch him, man.
I don't want you to do that. That's enough.
As soon as that ball was kicked, the Sydney players did have their hands in the air saying it was touched.
Give all clear what I hear, mate. I'll check it. It's okay.
So we get a look at it here.
Ball up.
Did Hewitt touch it?
Ball up. Nothing. If we don't hear anything, we bounce it.
We've heard nothing. Every goal gets reviewed, but
Yeah, they
nothing's
do it.
been
If
put.
we hear something, then we go through the process, but we haven't heard anything.
So Nathan Williamson explaining to the players exactly what's happened.
Well explained. Fair goal from Toby Graham.
Oh,
He's
magnificent.
a star.
And the Giants lead now by 5 points. First quarter of the second elimination final. Hannah Bree slow to get moving. Hopper back to Shield. That was good. Now Himmelberg had to wait for the footy just a little bit. Stolen cleverly by Papley. Got it away to Sinclair. Bouncing ball in the middle of the ground. Heaney. He got away from the tackle of Lobb. Keeps the ball moving forward. Tough one for Buddy. He was caught behind. Little handball forward.
Go high. Stand up. GWS. Push in the back.
Well, the Giants' physicality's definitely gone up a notch. We spoke to Leon Cameron before the game, Baz, and he mentioned it a couple of times. He said, we want to smash them in our tackles. He was quite intense with the way he answered the question, and they're doing that now in this last 5 minutes.
Kennedy to Haynes to Whitfield to Shield. This has been very good running. And now Himmelberg steps inside, but it's a terrible handball, and Parker's there. Could be really costly. Lloyd, Kennedy, not a great handball there either, but Deledio gave away a free kick.
So Deledio, in just his 10th game, hasn't played since round 20. De Boer and Green both in that camp. Williams' first game for the year of the 4 ins. Davis, heard from him pre-game about how he was trying to deal with Buddy throughout the afternoon. Theory's one thing, practice the other. Well done, Haynes, back with the flight marks in front of McVeigh.
Thanks, Sharon. Hold there.
Happy to move it on. Here's a chance for the Giants with a bit of pace. De Boer leads Papley to it. Bounces awkwardly. Fumbles. Still time. Gathers. Works towards the boundary line. And then over the top he goes. Hopper front spot. Crashed into Newman. Hewitt picked it up. Now McVeigh swans on the rebound. Work at the half forward. Williams beaten to it by Ronk. Got support. Here comes Haynes. They still haven't quite worked it out. Have now. Kennedy.
Made a bit of a mess of it, Hayne, but they get it okay now. Kennedy, bouncing ball for Ward. Was he taken high by Hayward? No whistle. Reed now gang tackled. There's no getting out of there. How good is this finals footy?
Fair bit of feeling. Bolt spoke about it before the game. This rivalry is genuine now. Might have been manufactured in the first year or two.
So Ward did the ruck work there against Sinclair. No surprise. Then straight down Heaney's throat. Buddy Davis, well played. Phil Davis, front position, got it over the line.
And he spoke about that again, Baz, in the feature that we had on. When it's in the goal square, happy to play him from in front. If it's up the ground a little bit, that's when he wants to get in behind him to not let Buddy get goal side. It's working so far.
Williams steps straight back into the big time. Gives it to a man who's only missed 5 games since the Giants got rolling. He has been so durable, Callum Ward. Haynes. Now to Tomlinson. 6 to play in the opening term. 2-1 to 1-3. Giants by 4. Cameron Long way from home. Little ball over the top. Had to be good. Finds Delidio.
Stay up.
Taranto front spot. Sticky hands. Well, who's moving at half forward? Nothing really doing so. Cameron, who continues to run, doubles back and provides the option.
Just starting to control the footy a little bit now, the Giants, up to 27 marks.
Measured kick, green direction. He's looking dangerous.
Josh, hey boys, walk away. Thank you.
See, that's a good passage of play. The way they worked the ball down the ground. It wasn't fast. They just methodically got the kick and the mark, and then that's a blow. I think how smart is that? The jump to protect the space just took Zach Jones's body a little bit. No wonder we love watching him play.
Canelio got the Giants first. Green got there second, and he won't add at all to the score.
Give him a pump up.
We're talking about instinctive acts in football. Things that can be taught, things that can't be taught. You've just got to have a feel for the game to be able to do what he did there.
You've got to be able to pick up straight away where the flight of the ball's going. You've got to know where your opponent is. You've got to know what your opponent's wanting to do to you. And then you've got to execute it all in a fraction of a second.
The onboard computer very quick to work it out. Here's Florent, little handball away. Heaney now drives the ball towards half forward. Davis in front again.
I just read that so well, Phil Davis. Franklin was heading back towards goal, but he just kept his eyes on the footy.
Williams took it on in the middle of the ground. The mark was missed by Taranto. How dangerous and costly is that going to be? Very quickly back inside 50. That was brilliantly done by Perryman. McCartan was waiting to swallow it. Missed it in the end. And now the ball coming out. Kelly's got it. The right hands, right man for the job. He boots the ball towards the wing. This time Green goes to ground. Jones, De Boer, handball straight to Aaliyah.
Well, that was bizarre. It was almost as if it was called for it, coughed it up. They've got it back though. Tomlinson strong through the body to full forward to Cameron on the bounce. Chance for Lobb, not going to get it. Cameron around the corner. It skips away to the left. That was a bit surreal. Straight to Aaliyah from De Boer. Not sure what happened there.
There's been a little bit of that so far. Early going, taking a little while to calm down, settle the nerves. Very loud out there as well.
And when the footy's as hot as it is right now in a final, that can happen quite easily. You get the ball in your hands, you feel like the whole world's about to collapse on you and tackle you. You just give it to the first body you see. And until it starts slowing down a little bit, you start settling into the game and you start seeing your teammates better. Plenty of mistakes.
Giants by 5 points. Callum Ward again. He looked to be pulled back that time by Sinclair. Socket off the deck. Green, brilliant. Forward it came for Kelly. And then a big tackle applied in there by Cameron. Still the ball rolls on. Toby Green's got his hands on it. Lost it in a wrestle. And now it will come up again. What about that noise out there this afternoon, Jude? It feels intense.
Yeah, it's incredible atmosphere at ground level. Just the... you can see everyone just watching this game, but with the serious intent. But it's been the tackling has been enormous.
Sinclair, terrific. Kennedy cleverly off the ground. Now the foot race is on. Franklin stopped, tried to provide a bit of a shield for Papley. And now it's McVeigh's turn to do it for the Swans. Knocks it in the Buddy direction. Did well, might get it back. Buddy does the don't argue. Got rid of Langdon. Chance for Parker. Clever by foot. Work it in the Jones direction. He by hand to Kennedy. Now they're off to the races. Cunningham through the middle of the ground. Couple of Giants are there. Ends up with a loose ball. Spilled, lost his feet. Canelio. Heaney picks up the loose ball. Fires from a long way out. It's all about the bounce. And the bounce isn't what the Swans fans were wanting.
Well, I don't know, Lingy, if the players even have a second pair of boots to go to anymore, but very slippery. We've seen a lot of that this afternoon already.
Well, yeah, a bit of rain before the game, pretty light, but that middle part of the ground can get slippery here. You're right, I don't think they go the old traditional screw-ins too much these days, but they maybe have a slightly longer pair.
In the marking, you can't push in a marking contest.
Been a good battle, this one. Lobb and Sinclair, they've both done some good things. Callum Ward's been giving Lobb a bit of a chop out occasionally in the ruck, and kick not so good. Out of bounds on the full. Grundy now to bring it back in. In fact, it's Newman out there. So down the line he goes. Lob again. Sinclair. Sinclair, recovery excellent. High ball snapped around the corner. Haynes and Ronk. Haynes did well, got it over the line and killed it.
Well, it's as we expected it to be. Real arm wrestle at the moment. Two good contested footy teams, two high-pressure teams. We love finals footy. It's sometimes not pretty finals footy, but that's because the intensity and the pressure is so high. And whichever team can hold its nerve and its composure under all this pressure, it's a chance to break the game open.
Florence scampers after the ball. Had it, handball intercepted. McVeigh, hardly any time. De Boer was a tackler. Ward quickly to Kelly. Heard the umpire. Aliir had a lot of the football in this opening term. Works his way through. Ends up with a skipper. Cornelio, quick as a flash, put the tackle on. Chance now for Hewitt. Got to get through a few. Couldn't. Heard the umpire. Delidio sweeps it with the left. Himmelberg from 50. Into the pocket. He goes. Cameron loses his feet. Somehow Rampy a fist to the ball. Ball still in play. Over the top it comes. A bit of a wait for Taranto. A fly from Langdon. A pick up from Cameron. It rolls. Grundy runs. Minor score.
It's a great recovery by Jeremy Cameron. Diving for that mark. We all thought it was going to go out of bounds, but it stayed in. He got up and got back involved again.
Out, play on. You, mate, come out.
5 scoring shots apiece. It was just touched there, and in fact will stay in for Florent. So 1-4 Sydney. GWS 2-3. Giants by 5 points. Haynes off half-back, held by the Guernsey. What a story this might be. Kelly.
Come out, Will.
Very gingerly. Looks like an ankle injury, limping towards the interchange area. Jude, that potentially massive.
Yeah, it does not look good at the moment. He's really labouring coming off the ground at the moment. We'll keep an eye on it.
Himmelberg up in front. Kennedy, look at those hands. The recovery was great. Aliir, a bit of a throw to Parker. Okay, Newman slaps it over the top, and then Green ran into Grundy and over the line. So some concern on that interchange area, and it looks like he might be heading straight down for it to get further assessment.
Oh, that would have huge repercussions on this game. He's a gun, an out-and-out gun. The docs and the physios will be earning their money right now.
Taranto, quick hands. Here's Cornelio, quick mind, and then hurriedly onto the boot. Grundy got Himmelberg in pursuit. Himmelberg wins the battle. Well, momentarily only. Jude, what are they working on?
It's the right knee, I think they're checking at the moment. They're just trying to work out. They're just doing some tests on the ligaments of that right knee at the moment.
Grundy finds his man, Heaney.
3 metres, thank you.
Stay out, stay out, out. Play on.
So 12 seconds. Giants lead, but they've got a giant problem. Their prime mover in the hands of the trainers.
Thanks. Rory, Callum, thank you.
Yeah, that's all the tests they do. They go through all the mechanisms of the knee, test each of the ligaments, see how it is structurally. Leon Cameron will be wanting an answer ASAP, but we've got to go through it all.
Well, a game full of intrigue. Crosstown rivals, Sydney Derby in the finals for the second time. Quarter time, Josh Kelly. He's being worked on. It's the Giants leading by 5 points, 2-3 to 1-4.